It is another Drip Friday. If you're feeling squirrely, just why don't you sit on back, join us, and let's talk about Drip Forex, the big announcement, and what the heck's going on. Holy mother! Welcome back to the channel where we build financial power. My name is Matt, and the beautiful person on the other edge of the screen, end of the screen, is
Potter. Not beautiful, but thank you very much, Matt.
We are self-deprecating and go live every Thursday, Friday, and we appreciate you sliding by. We talk about this trippy world of DeFi, and we're documenting our process. So if you're wondering the same thing about your own process, just come along with us. We're going to give you the no BS things that go into this crypto. So not to say we never will, but we don't really specifically talk about many projects and like pumping that coin, man. But this is one project. This is one project that we are both we're both involved in, and we're I mean, I guess you could say we're advocates for it, but I mean, honestly, this is not financial advice. We don't know what the heck we're talking about. We're two average Joes that just happen to be highly educated in certain areas, but not financially. We're just stumbling through it. So, Potter, before we dive all the way in, how you feeling?
Well, thanks for saying that, Matt. I just like to endorse what Matt said. As a matter of fact, we had a meeting before our show yesterday, and guys, there are lots of other people who talk about drip. There's lots of other people who talk about crypto, and we're not going to compete with them. We are here because we're placing a marker. We believe that people will find us eventually, but we don't need to rush them. There's plenty of people who will find content out there. The thing that we want to have is a past that shows during the best of times, during the worst of times, here's what we said, and here's the way that we marched.
Hey, Jenna's in the chat. That is my wife. So that is cool to see. First time that's happened in almost 60 episodes. Cool. I knew that would throw you off. Go ahead,
I don't know how to talk. I'm talking to Matt's wife. Oh, no. I swear I'll have him home in time. Can Matt come out to play? But what we've decided, is that we're not going to ask you to like or subscribe. It's not easy saying that. We do want to see your comments.
Of course.
But this is about where we're going. We see where the puck is going, not where it is. And unless we have this documented proof, Matt and I were just talking offline, right? And so we believe in the ecosystem because the numbers say it works, not because we're getting referral bonuses, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Correct.
But because we see it working and we believe in it and we want to build something for a greater good.
Yep. That's it. You put that beautifully, and I'll hyper expand on it, even though it's not needed. We were talking yesterday about that. And I remember when we started this saying, this may shift, this may pivot, this may change in the way it looks and whatnot. And I don't think we exactly know what the pivot looks like. I think we have a sort of a target of what we may shift talking about or topics and whatnot, but still at the end of the day, building that financial power to overall benefit the world, man. That's what we're about. But in the minutia, in the micro, we're going to talk about the platform that is the platform that is Animal Farm. And Potter knows I've been unbelievably transparent, and I was like, I don't care about it. but I have been dabbling in let's see, the piggy bank now, and what's wrong with me?
Oh my God. Piggy bank,
but then
Animal Farm.
Yes, thank you, Animal Farm. So been dabbling in a little bit of the Animal Farm and seeing it work and seeing the compound interest, and I am seeing that move. I am seeing that happen. For me, my eyes were opened with Drip. That was the first project that I got involved with Potter. So I'm starting to see some of it with Animal Farm. But what's the announcement? Let's tell them if they don't know. Cole's in the chat. What it is, Cole. Appreciate you being here.
Hey, Cole. The announcement is that we have an October 18th launch date. And last week when we talked to you, it was October 8th. But, we don't need to focus on that.
Okay.
That wasn't an official date, and he was talking off the cuff, right?
Okay.
But the reason why it's good is finally I've been waiting for this date since last October, right? Because we had to go through a launch. We got the, hey, we're gonna launch in November. Oh, we're gonna wait until December. Why wait until the beginning of?
Okay.
Why wait until the end of the year? We don't want to do it at the beginning of the year. We're gonna do version 2.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So just happy to have the date. You don't just look at it. I don't just look at the data that's showing, right? So, okay, there's a launch date. There was a lot of other stuff that happened before that launch date. You saw a lot of people come off the sidelines, and it looked like, my interpretation is that, and that's no way fact, is I think they came from the Dow. And in Forex's Dow, you got a lot of multimillionaires, lots and lots and lots. And they didn't make drip go up. They took, in my opinion, they took the price of pigs or AFP from 54 to 70. Almost, it took it to 83 at one time. Now it's down in the 70s again. But nothing moves that other than capital. So you kind of see that happening. Then we have a professional AMA where he literally lays out the launch plan. And one of the reasons why it's not launching earlier, Forex said, is because he was like, I don't want to have people coming in, oh, this isn't working or that isn't working. And there's 2 components to this animal farm launch. Am I making sense so far?
Yeah. Well, and clarify this though. You said people are coming off the sidelines, and what you mean when you say that is people are investing into pigs.
AFP, yeah, pigs, AFP.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's my interpretation, and
Understood.
it's a data-driven interpretation. It's not an opinion.
Meaning
the price went up.
The numbers. Okay, got it.
Right.
Okay.
That tells you people came off the sidelines.
Okay.
And I think they finally saw a bottom, and they started realizing that the people in the Dow have access to, hey, when is he going to announce dates? Right. So then people saw it going up, and then you get the I want to be rich people who come in.
Right.
They see it going up. They're going to buy at the top and sell at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So they started coming in, and then he announced the date. And I think that the date went to people. I think that a lot of people were unhappy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you mean he announced the date and then it went
October 18th was a let down to the I want to get rich quick people.
Okay.
So
because it's so far off, or because
oh my god, whole month.
Okay, got it.
To get rich people, I need to be like 2 weeks, right? I need to get rich 2 weeks. I can't do the whole month thing. But his logic between why he's going to wait for once, I literally agree. He's saying that, hey, I'm going to have to do 2 components to this launch. The first component is allowing people who invested in this token called dogs to get exactly what they had when they left at the value it was when they left it.
You mean the first launch, the second launch? Is that what you mean?
So the animal farm launch is going to have 2 parts, right? The first part is going to take place in September. Okay. The second part is the official launch on the 18th.
Okay.
The first part on the 15th includes a dogs token.
Yep.
Right? The dogs token is one that they're saying, hey, we're going to give it back to you at the price it was, the value it was. And, what's going to happen when you do that, you're going to have new people come in. I didn't get my dogs. You never had dogs. I went to the current website and I bought them off of PancakeSwap. Those aren't the right ones. So you're going to have people coming into the Telegram chat, saying, I didn't get mine. This is a scam,
Okay. Yeah.
On-chain sent me,
Confusion.
And at the same time, when you got this major marketing campaign coming through, his logic is, why would I want that kind of ignorance in Telegram with people going, what's a drip? Oh man, everybody's saying that they got ripped off. I'm not going to get in here.
Right.
So he kind of did a couple things that were smart, and I haven't seen him do this before. He normally just thinks delivery.
Right.
He thinks like an architect. And by doing this in 2 parts, I really think that he's slowing it down. He's thinking about an effective way, versus a way to do it. And, people are stupid. you know, I'll blow them off. He seems to be turning a corner.
It's good.
And what I've heard a lot about this release is that it has a lot of attention, and the marketing behind it is different than it was last year this time.
Okay.
When you came in, how many people were in Drip, Matt? About
19,000, 20,000.
Yeah, 18, right?
Yeah.
There's 100,000 now, right?
Yeah.
So now when he starts his marketing campaign, he's not only selling to the people who are clients, or he's not only selling to those wallets, right? And that's what we should call them. We shouldn't call them people. We should call them wallets.
Yeah.
That's what Bitcoin is tracked at. Drip shouldn't be any different. So when you take a look at all of those wallets and that advertising, that means one person buys one drip of all those people. Drip goes to the moon instantly.
Yep.
Right? Just 100,000, those people. So now you're going to bring in more people. So it's a different level of alacrity. People are a little bit more excited this time.
Sure.
Because you can look at traditional data and pair that with the modeling that you can see that's been happening with this and go, I've got to be super, super bearish to go, there's nothing there. Right? Okay. I've got to be super, well, the Fed hasn't, put this in and they haven't done this. And I want to go there as well. So I'm going to talk about the Fed stuff too. Okay. But I think, let me know if that made sense with.
Yeah, it definitely did. And so you touched on something for me. Basically what you said is in the past, no, let me start it here. What you have told me is, of course, not across the board, but a lot of the developers, a lot of people that are hip to technical analysis, unlike myself, they are very much like, let's work on this and do this. All right, guys, what about the deadline? Yeah, we'll get it to you. We'll get it to you this afternoon. And then you get to them this afternoon. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Yeah, probably next week. Probably a month from now. Probably 6 months. Probably a year. So from my objective brain and having my own business, and I think you've heard me enough objectively, constructive criticize Forex about the announcements and then failing those announcements. In my own business, I truly, truly believe that my word is my bond. And if I don't deliver on that, of course I lose the faith in that consumer, client, viewer, whoever it is. So it only makes sense for that consumer to feel skepticism moving forward. But you're saying that helps me because, again, I don't know the technical analysis. I don't know all those aspects of how you're saying. You're seeing some different marketing. You're seeing some different reasons on why he is being more strategic, so that's good. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah. And Forex has been consistent with one thing. That guy does not worry about price. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Because that shows that, and we've talked about this on other shows, that shows that this guy's focused on the business.
Yeah.
You can't chase the token price. You just can't.
Yeah.
And he's doing things in alignment with what happened when Drip went crazy. Mm-hmm. This is documented as well. When the Animal Farm first came out, I was like, oh no, guys.
I remember you saying that
on his first launch. But his second one is like, look out. You're right.
Yeah.
And I think he's getting ready to do it again, but this time he has more people. Last time it was just him and BB. Now he's got a developer who wrote an application on top of the Animal Farm, an auditor, another coder on top of having BB and himself.
Yeah.
They've got a marketing person.
Yeah.
Like this is a real team. They're talking with big names like Chainlink and have a white label product. That's not fake. Yeah. Like if this was stuff on the street, people would be announcing it and people would be coming in because they'd be like, this looks like it's moving.
Yeah.
Right? Yes. Is it going to get you rich overnight? No, neither is Tesla.
Yeah.
Right? You can't, it's a long term. Go ahead.
Cole asked a good question. Appreciate you being here, good sir. He said, how do you guys think the current macroeconomic environment will impact the progress of this project, if at all? And I think that's a perfect segue into what you were about to talk about. So
Right over the plate there, Cole.
There you go. Very nice, Cole. Very nice. Go ahead, Todd.
So when, I have a Patreon, and I let them know that, based on not financial advice, I let them know that a few weeks ago, that when things started going up, there was nothing in the news that indicated anything should go up, right? Nothing. There was no Fed easing. They never said anything. Well, what the analysts are saying is, last week, the Fed came in and said, it's official. Don't listen to the idiots who told you that we're out. We're going to be raising stuff until we get this inflation under control, right? Yep. So when things are coming back down to 2020 levels, according to analysis, right? So now what you want me to believe is, dear world of thousands of years, that you can stop the prices and go back 2 years ago and keep it there, right? That's not logical. That
Right.
can't happen. So what has happened, a lot of the analysts that I say follow, and you can follow them on CNBC. There's Greg Dickerson. You can that got overshot. They've oversold.
Mm-hmm.
Things are so oversold that they're gonna pop, right? Because people are really, the only people who are selling are the people who are like, I can't do this anymore. Capitulation. Now let's tie that back in with his announcement.
Yeah.
So you have this oversell crap going, and you have him holding on to this, and you have Labor Day ending, and you have an election coming up, and you have a Fed chair that reports to the president, who cannot sink his constituents' 401ks back to 2020 much longer, right? So they know, based on history, the market does not respond when the Fed is involved.
Yep. Okay.
Right? So nobody's in.
Yep.
So you've got all of this, and you've got an announcement date in October 18th. Boy, does that look like the right timing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Because you're gonna be within a month of elections.
Okay.
Nobody's gonna do anything major legislation during that.
Okay.
And this will be probably the last good shot, according to a lot of the talking heads on, a lot of these marketing shows, CBS Market Watch, you name it, who are saying, and I listen to the more hawkish ones, who are saying that this may be a generational wealth moment. Right?
Yeah, that changes hands. Yeah.
If we look at October, when everything's supposed to come off again, this looks like really good timing. So I think that, for the first time in my drip career, we saw BNB and drip going up at the same time.
Right.
Never happened.
Right.
Never happened. It was always one was going up, one was going down. So that tells us that our investment is starting to go into the same form of other trends like Bitcoin. You can look at, when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down.
Okay.
Right? Is drip starting to develop a profile?
Okay.
Like that would be brand new. Like right now, Animal Farm, AFP, and drip are against the trends, right?
Okay.
But I still think that you have a lot of people who came in thinking they were going to get rich because he was going to announce that it was going to be launched in September.
Yep.
So I think you have a lot of those people getting out. And I think that you're going to have a lot more people coming back in when the marketing kicks in, and when he launches dogs. Also, Forex has announced that he's doing a lot more AMAs. The difference with Forex's AMAs before was, I don't want to hear about another announcement of an announcement.
Agreed.
No. Now you're going to have AMAs that have a September 15th date, right? And an October 18th date. September 15th for dogs. And then that's gonna generate buzz. And he expects when those go live that some people are gonna take stuff out. So
Sure.
he's got a month of watching people go, I'm taking it, I don't trust you. Taking out my 2% a day. So he's got that. That won't wean on the price or anything like that. It's a really good system.
Yep.
I don't like to use the word bullish anymore, but boy, does this look right.
Yeah. I might have something to do with that, of crapping on the word bullish, but yeah. So I mean, from everything I just heard you say, without a doubt, the economic climate, it impacts it, absolutely. But at the end of the day, whether the economic climate is incredible or absolute garbage, if your product is doing what it should survive. If you're doing the things you should be doing, it should survive. So that's what you see in the animal farm. That's what you see in Drip, that it looks like it will be doing what it's supposed to be doing. And that's why it will survive. That's why, I've heard you say it now we're pushing 10 months, Drip is a great platform and all that, but it's not until the bear, you hear the dogs in the background. Yeah. It's not until the bear market that has come up.
No, keep going. You can't hear them enough.
So it wasn't until the bear market that was tested and I could see it. It's one thing for Potter to tell me and technical analysis and all that, but for Drip to not die during a real tough market, that's impressive.
50 years.
That's impressive. So
yeah,
as a whole, we got hope in our eyes for it. You got anything in closing? In closing before we hop out of here?
Hashtag hopium. No, I don't.
Hopium. I like it. Well, we're here every Thursday, Friday. If you're feeling squirrely, slide on back. And if you hate us, it's all good. You don't have to come back. But
you don't have to.
We appreciate you. Builders, keep building.
Game on.